We doing this video on how to read a ticker symbol. Well, it's pretty simple. When they talking about a ticker, you talking about back in the days they have something called a ticker tape. Just like how the clock tick 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 tick. All right, the stock market used to do the same thing. It still do the same thing. And to distribute this information, they used to have this little machine where they call it a ticker tape. You pull the ticker tape and it show all these different numbers from the different companies. Well, they couldn't print the company name on that. That's way too much information. So what they did, they gave these companies abbreviations. So now when you come into the New York Stock Exchange or whatever, they're gonna assign you an abbreviation instead of saying your whole name. For example, let's say if I want to look at Microsoft. Microsoft stock. All right, so if I pull this up, first thing you're gonna see. Okay, so the Google thing come up. The ticker symbol for Microsoft is MSFT, right here. Boom, MSFT. That's a short way of saying Microsoft. That way you can be more efficient and give out a lot of information without having so many words take up space. Let's say if I'm looking at Nike stock. Boom. This one went to Yahoo Finance. The ticker symbol for Nike is NKE. So it's basically like an abbreviation for a name. I guess you can call it a nickname, but it's more like an abbreviation. And when you're reading this right here, this is like the closing price. This is how much it changed for the day. It went down $2.60. And more importantly, this is the percentage. Now, what I tell people is it's okay to count the dollars and cents, but I think it's more valuable to count the percent. Now, what I mean by that is, like, people look at the stock market, they're like, what's the big deal, man? Like, it only went down $2.60. Like, that's less than like a soda or something like that. You're looking at it wrong. It's like 2% for the day, right? So let's say, for example, company I like, AMD. It did pretty good today. I wrote this one since I had this about 2 years now. I think I got in this one about $30, $25, $30. Doing pretty good. All right, so anyway, today it's up $1.79. What's $1.79? That's cheaper than a cup of coffee. But you're looking at it wrong. What if you got 100 shares? And it's very realistic that you can have 100 shares of this, right? Because if you got 10 shares, that's $760. 100 shares, that's $7,600. All right, so if you got 100 shares of this, that means you went up, what is that? $179 today, which is not pretty bad. Off of $7,000, $7,600, that's not bad at all. Now here's the thing. This percent is the main thing. It went up 2.4% in one day. In one day. Now let's compare this to something like um savings accounts, interest. And we're gonna take the best ones out there. Let's see. Best 5 savings account. Let's see, this is supposed to be the top 5. Well, that don't work. Let's go to another. 11 best savings account on May 2021. Let's see what they give us. Let's look at the APY. Okay. All right. Wow. 0.4%. 0.5%. Are you kidding me? So basically that same 7,000. Let's do the math on this. That same 7,000. 10% of 7,000 is 700. 1% of 7,000 is $70. So off of $7,000, they'll give me $35 for the whole year. I'm looking at this. In one day, it went up $179. Like, come on. Let's make this math even more simple than that. $100, you're gonna get back 50 cents for the year. $100 right here, you got back $2.40 in a day, right? Let's just say worst case scenario, you average this in a month. You're talking about like 25, 50%. You just look at this. Look at it last year. Let's look at it for a year. What did it do for a year? It wasn't as great, but it went from 55 to 76. That's about a 50% return compared to 0.5, not even a whole percent, 0.5%. This is the reason why I got in the stock market. This is the reason why I stay in the stock market. This is the reason why I try to teach people like, yeah, you don't have to go with all those super risky stocks. You can get some of the basic stocks, not even monitor your stocks as much and just let it do what it do, and it's still gonna outperform these savings account, checking account. That's the basics. Not to mention when you get into options and things of that nature. So this is the reason why I'm doing this. I actually feel good when I talk about this stuff because I know when people finally get it, even when they just beginning, if you get the basics, your life is gonna be better when you start managing your own money. Because this right here is ridiculous. But I digress. Ticker symbols. Hopefully you understand the basic. All it is abbreviation for a company. Abbreviation for a company showing you how the particular company move up or down for that day. And remember, don't always count the dollars and cents, count the percent. That's gonna help you in the long run. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Take care.